Okay, welcome to the next section on DHCP. We've set up our inter-VLAN routing. Everything pings quite happily. So we've got all of that working. The next thing we need to do is now go back to the router and make a couple more changes. So I suppose the first thing we need to do is give it a name, conft. So it does say to, I think I've already done the disable DNS lookup, but what we need to do is host name north. It needs to be one word, so it'll throw an error out. So North Pole. If I do show run, you'll see that the name's there now and no IP domain lookups there. So that's all fine. The next thing we need to do is give it the IP address here. So that's SA. I can just about make out the 2 there. So it's SE20 is our interface. So if I go to interface S20 and then I do IP address 192.168.1.1.255.255.255.0 and I do no shut, it should change it. So change the state to down. This is not rather than off or not up, it's down because we haven't configured the link the other end. As we configure these links, the network will come to life. So we've done that. So the next thing I need to do now is set up the DHCP. So the service will already be running, but if I do service DHCP, to make sure that it is, if it's not started, it will start. And then I need to put in the excluded address. So we've got VLAN 10, 20, and 30, and we've got VLAN 99 as well, actually. So, but we want to give out these 3 addresses for these 3 ranges. So it's very similar to an exercise we've done before. So IP DHCP excluded address, because it says it wants to reserve the first 10 IP addresses. So 172.16.10.1 to 172.16.10.10. So that'll exclude those IP addresses. We can come and check that in a few minutes. IP DHCP pool VLAN, it's got to be one word, VLAN 10. So that'll be the VLAN for this pool. You see now it's gone to DHCP configuration, and we have to say what network it's running on. So it's network 172.16.10.0 and subnet masking, and the default router will actually will have to be the default router we've used here. So it'll be the default route will be 172.16.10.1 in this case. I won't put the DNS server in at this point, we'll come back to that later on. Or we might as well put it in. Let's put in the DNS servers up here. So let's put in DNS-server, and that will be 209.165.200.25, and exit out of that. And then I need to do the repeat the exercise again. So I've got my excluded addresses, which in this time will be the VLAN 20 range, and I need to say DHCP pool VLAN 20, and now I'm configuring it, and I just need to do the default router. In this case will be 20, and the DNS server, exit, then repeat the steps again. So it's excluded addresses 30. This can get confusing doing it this way, but if I've left anything else out, we can come to it because I can check in a few moments. I think I put the default route there will be 30. DNS server. So if I do exit, I think I made a mistake there, but we can look, do show run. We can see that my excluded addresses are correct. We can see the VLAN 10 is default route as 172.16.10, which is correct. VLAN 20 is there. Default router is there. I haven't put the network in for it, and I did the same for 20 and 30. So we can go in and fix that quite easily. So if I just go to DHCP pool VLAN 20, it will then put me into that pool. I should have put IP. So I'm now in that pool, and I just need to put in network 172.16.20.0 and the subnet in, and then I can exit out of that, and then into 30, and now that's everything done correctly. Exit to show run just to check again. So this time VLAN 10, there's the network, and there's the default router, the main part that I'm looking for. This one is VLAN 20, there's the network, and there's the router. Okay, so everything should be fine. So when we go to our clients now, it should pick up IP addresses. So I'm going to go to the first PC, and this is on the VLAN 10. So when I change to DHCP, it's picked it up as number 11, which was where the reservation was set at. And it's picked up 10.1, it's put the DNS server in, that's fine. If I just prove a point and just go to desktop, and I will change that to 15 for now. And then I'll come to this next one. I'll change that to 60. Okay, so if we try pinging, we can't ping anymore. Or you can ping between these two. So that's been successful. Let me just, oops, let me just ping between these two. Okay, they're successful, so it took a few seconds. So everything can ping okay. So I'll just go back into, this should change to 20.11 now. Yeah, and this one 30.11. Just wanted to prove that it wasn't picking just the same IP again. So that'll be 30.11, and so that's DHCP working, and there's the proof. So we've done a big chunk of the network now. So far we've done the DHCP, and we've done the inter-VLAN routing, and all the inter-VLAN routing works. It's picking up IP addresses in the right subnet. So all of that has been correctly done. So the next part that we'll need to go on to is configuring RIP between these routers. which is really easy. We'll do that next, and then once the RIP has been done, we should be able to configure this IP to work as well. So we'll come to that part in the next section.